So, YouTubers, welcome to, I guess, episode 1 of my underwater build. Once we load up the game here. Eh. So, I actually started building this, and I've actually come pretty far. And as you can see, it's come along pretty nice. So, I guess for now, I'll give you a quick tour of the place. Luckily, I have some water breathing potions, because without those, none of this could have ever been possible. So, all of this is 100% legit. All of it. Every single block has been mined. I promise. So, you're probably wondering why we can see so clearly now. Those of you who've been playing for a while probably already know the answer to that. But over here, this is the main area. None of this has really been, I haven't really decided what all of this is really going to be at some point, but it will be something. Though I have determined that each of these domes will be its own biome. That one over there, that one over here, and this one over here, and this will most likely be some kind of village at some point. But the thing that will be most interesting is this over here. This is gonna be awesome. In here, it's gonna have, like, all of this in here is probably gonna be, like, mined out with a shovel, replaced with dirt blocks, and oh my gosh, is it gonna be great. So, I guess continuing on with this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take each section here, fill it in with glass panes. Why glass panes, you ask? Because it is, I guess, cheap, I guess you could say. And should I ever run out of air, bam, like that. I have air. Well, I guess we can't do this without the glass panes. Oops, my bad. But I'm sure we can all agree this is definitely a work in progress. So we'll get that, we'll get that. Eh, you know what? We might as well just clear the whole thing out. And we'll probably pick up a few more water potions. Not that I need them, but just for the luxury. Because let's face it, you don't really need a whole lot to make water breathing potions. See, I think it's just like one. Yeah, obviously the glass jar full of water, but aside from that, you need one nether wart, which should turn it into an awkward potion, much like this video. LOL. Lol. And once that's done, you need a pufferfish. Pufferfish, oh, that can be quite annoying, to be honest, because there's no guarantee that you're going to catch them right after the other. Be, by experience, I would have to say it's the silver. You catch the plain fish, the fish that you've always been able to catch in Minecraft. That's the most common one. And then and then I want to say it's the salmon. That's a new addition. Those of you who've been playing the PC version, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You guys have had access to that for at least a year or more. And then it's the clownfish, then the pufferfish. The pufferfish is like the rarest fish you can get, which I know I'm probably exaggerating it a bit, but even though it's not that rare, it's the hardest fish you can get. It's the hardest fish to get. Proper fishing pole, not that hard. Shoot, within like 30 minutes, I've probably caught enough puffer fish to make 15 breathing potions, which you saw in that chest. Me and my friend, we call it the meth lab. It's kind of funny, very funny. And then we call sugar cocaine and you know meth dealers, meth dealers' wet dream. We're not really meth dealers. Only in Minecraft. Again, lol. You could even tack on a Reddit a Reddit face, just for the hell of it. Oh, dang, that took up a stack of 64. You know, that's probably a good thing we are working with glass panes. Because I'll be quite honest with you, this has taken up a lot of resources. That underwater temple that I had to farm, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I think I was there for days trying to get all this, like all the materials for the sea lanterns, like the crystals that you need. Oh my gosh, that's retarded. Like you're there for hours, 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 hours. Though it's worth it in the end though. If your game does not glitch out on you and the mobs do spawn for you, it is so worth it. Like very worth it. Because these sea lanterns are Minecraft gold, especially underwater. Though, like glass, for those of you who I guess are new to Minecraft, just a tidbit, if you misplace a sea lantern, the only way that you can collect that whole sea lantern is with a Silk Touch pickaxe. And because you are underwater, you're probably going to want to have some kind of efficiency. Probably. I mean, common sense says that if you're mining or building underwater, you're probably going to have that anyway. So, no biggie. But, also have another tidbit. Now that for those of us who are on console, and, oh wow, it's become a tutorial. I know I probably won't hear this because, by the time this is watched, let's face it, this won't be live anymore. Though, for those of you who are, again, new, who are just experiencing this for the first time, enchanting has become a little more daunting, but easier at the same time. Because whereas before, it's easier because before, it took you, like, all your levels. Like, it raped your levels like crazy. So, if you had like 28 levels, 28 is the ideal level for Silk Touch. Or, in this, or, oh, what's that enchantment that I'm thinking of? Oh, for crying out loud. Dang it. I just had the massive brain dump. I'm surprised I remember my own name. Oh my gosh. Well, in any case, it would take up all your levels. And 28, I remember now. It was the enchantment that gave you like, you know, double or triple of the mined object like coal or something like that. But 28 and 27 were the ideal enchantment levels. And if you use those, it would use up all your levels. But now it's become better because now it don't use up all those levels. Yeah, you got like a level something enchant, you're doing like some level, it says level whatever, but now it's only using in reality 3 levels. Or if you're doing like a level 2 enchantment, 2 levels. Which is nice because now instead of restarting your system and only getting that one good enchantment, you can just enchant a book with a level 1 enchantment, rotate your enchantment, and then eventually get Fortune. That's it, Fortune. And Silk Touch. Fantastic in my opinion. Just because I can enchant a whole lot of stuff. See this? Classic example of needing a Silk Touch pickaxe. Which, yep, that's it. Oh. See that? Bam, I can pick it up. No harm done. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need this. Yay, I'm high on water breathing. Woo! I can feel the effects. Alright. I do apologize for this. I am so tired right now. See, I have what they call attention deficit disorder. ADD. The tireder I get, the funner I get. So, enough of my ramblings. Let's see here. Wait. No, I forgot my sea lanterns. I've often wondered if I had a kid, if I would end up leaving that poor child at the theme park. Not so much out of, wanting to get rid of the child, because if I had a child, I would love that child unconditionally. But more out of forgetfulness. You guys might be thinking, how could you forget your child at a theme park? Well, simple. I am just that forgetful. I will probably edit this out of the video, seeing as how nobody is watching this right now. Oh, snap. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing me and my friends mined all that sand. Because I got like 2 more stacks of this stuff burning. Will it be enough? Who knows? I'm hoping it is, because I would really love to see this thing come into fruition. I would love to see the fruits of my labor. Let's see what I got so far. See, eventually all this will be emptied out. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. But later on, I will come back to the video. If you think there's something better that I can do with this, please leave it in the comments below. I would be very interested to see what your ideas are for this. But see, eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to the surface, and there's going to be a massive, massive circle, where down here, as I explained earlier, I mean, this will, with these other domes, how they're going to be their own biomes, that's practically going to be this, except it's going to have some kind of ruins in it. If you're curious about this, I actually I actually stacked a bunch of TNT down here and just blew the hell out of it. YOLO, right? I ran an experiment just to see if it would work, because I've been playing this game for years. I mostly stuck to the modded versions, and those were fun. Those of you who have ever played Tekkit or Tekkit Lite know what I'm talking about. Those of you who have not, and you actually play Minecraft on the PC, I highly suggest checking it out. I think you go to technic.com or .net, Just type in like Tekkit Lite and or type in Technolauncher, and you should get there. It should take you to the website. Once I figure all this out, I'll probably put the description, the website down below. But it's a group of modders, and they made this modded version of Minecraft. Oh, how it was beautiful! You had you could build machines called quarries that would mine this crap for you. I mean, believe me, it was expensive to make, but once you did it, I mean, it was there forever. I mean, you had it much like this cobblestone block here. You could just take a pickaxe, mine it, pick it up, and move it somewhere else. Ooh, pardon me. I guess I'll have to edit that out too. But I know I'm not funny, but I think I am. I'm a riot. You know, much like why didn't the skeleton cross the road? Because he didn't have the guts to. Ho ho. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's about as funny as I can get. But if these jokes leave you a little cold, just stand in a corner. They're 90 degrees. Alright, I'm going to shut up now. No more jokes. I gotta say, though, it is very odd doing this. I don't think I've ever, not once in my life, made a YouTube video like this before. Usually I just invite people to my world and then be like, "Hey, look at this. Look what I built," you know? But this is a little weird because I can't take all the credit for myself. You know, once we're done with this, I may take you around and show you all the rest of my world. Some of the builds, you know, you'll probably be like, "Oh man, you know, my stuff's way better." And truth be told, it probably is. But, you know, the people I'm in here with that come and build on my server, I give them free reign. You know, build whatever you guys want. Because I'll be honest with you, the more creativity you give them, the better, in my opinion, the better the world turns out. Because, you know, they might start off building like this dirt island floating in the air, but later on down the road, that dirt island becomes a palace. Although, I'll show you what I mean. Because right now I have my reservations. But I see the potential in that house that Taze is building. Taze is one of my good friends. I do believe he would try to troll me, though, with that house. But he is so proud of what he's building, I just can't seem to say no. Maybe I'm just too nice. But oh, that just came out beautiful. Yo, I guess we better add to my water breathing addiction. I think that's like one, two. Well, this is one. I'm about to drink up. Yep, three. That's one whole pufferfish right there. Which I believe I have two of in the chest up there. Oh yeah, to give you an idea, that house up there. Yep, I built that. Pretty freaking sweet too. It took me a while. It took me a little while though. I mean, it's not like I built it in a day. Although I have built some pretty freaking awesome stuff in creative. See, people don't give creative enough credit. See, I think I don't care what it is. If you're building in creative mode, Hey man, that's more imagination. I was like, way more imagination. You know, you can do a whole lot quicker too. Though the downside with it is, and maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't, but when you're on creative mode, you don't get as good. The end product is just not as good. And here's why I think that. Because if because if you're building on creative, you're building quicker. You're not really taking your time. And when you're building, you're always thinking of something better. But in creative, you're rushing it. You know, you're not going out collecting the materials. And it just doesn't come out right. I guess I lack the words for it. But I like it. I like doing survival. I used to be one hell of a creative mode freak, though. Let's see. Yeah. Bam. Like magic. Like a magic. Bam. Holy cow. I still got over 5 minutes left on that potion. It all works for me. Oh, no. No. It looks like we had someone join. He must be overseas. I noticed a lot of times during this time of night, it's usually people that are on are usually overseas. Kind of feel bad. Kind of feel bad because if I could speak the language, I would totally be speaking the language right now. And he probably would have stayed. Or she. This is coming out nice. I may need to change up the blocks there, these pillars here, and there. I may have to change those, and I'm not sure if I want to keep the sea lanterns, though. The sea lanterns do look nice, but truth be told, I think I like glowstone blocks a lot better. But that's just me. And I do love redstone lamps. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, well. Look at that. Running out of glass panes. Like that. Like that. Like that. And that, not like that. Now we'll have to get rid of that. But it will come in handy. Because now I can do this. That is my cat. He always does that around this time of night. Probably because he smells his lady friend outside. That or he really wants attention, which he gets 24/7. So that I'm not so sure of. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's take a quick look. Okay. Well, it's starting to take shape. Although, although, if I had to say, I'd probably, if this was Tekkit Light, I probably would have made these pillars out of a purple redstone lamp. Inverted lamp. Although since it's not Tekkit Light, and I don't have a crafting table to look at the stuff, I'd probably make this a no, not mossy cobblestone, but a mossy stone brick. And then I'd probably lace the bottom here with something mossy. I'm not sure. Or maybe make use of the water temple blocks that I collected and farmed. Prismarine brick. I could do that too. It would look a lot better. Well, one step at a time, I suppose. If you're curious about the main purpose of this, which I do apologize for, which I probably should have mentioned earlier, is this is going to be the entrance to all of this down here, which will get progressively bigger as time goes on. And I hope you guys continue to follow, because this is going to be amazing. And any input that you guys may put in will definitely go a long way. Ah, air. There we go. It looks like my cocaine addiction is not working out. Okay, maybe a little. Maybe it's working a little. Bam. And yum. So I'm going to quiet down a little bit because I have this tendency to talk. I'm going to quiet down here and focus a little bit on this. Yeah, it was actually turning out pretty nice. Actually turning out very nice. Though I do have a question though. If you were to take out these pillars and replace them, what would you replace them with? That is the difficult thing. That is a difficult question. Because me personally, I keep coming up with different things that look nice. Like you have glowstone, redstone lamps, and then you have so many different other things that you could use, like the wood. Oh my gosh, wood would be a good one. Especially the dark oak. Dark oak would be fantastic. I'm going to have to sketch this out. You know, I remember when, before this update, when you actually had to go in here the hard way. You know, I am so glad we have sponges now. Because, back, back before the sponges, you actually had to go in here and fill it all with sand. Although you could go the smarter route, and on the smarter way, what you would have done is you would have piled the sand above, like where you wanted the dome, put it in a dome shape, and then you would break the ground underneath it, and it would fall to the bottom of the ocean. Which, I never would have thought to have done that. But I watched a video of someone building underwater, and it was genius. Because then all he had to do was just build around it. The only downside is you had to mine it out. That was the downside. That is turning out beautifully. I can, I'm imagining this right now. I am so imagining this right now. Like all that water being cleared out, green everywhere, and a giant tree up there in the middle with vines coming down on all four sides. It'll probably be a jungle tree though. That's what I'm leaning more towards, right there, where those cobblestone are. Not gonna lie, they look pretty good. Really good. Hopefully, if life doesn't get in the way, we'll be able to finish this. Like this, like this, like this, like this. Oh, now we are French. Ha ha ha. This, and this. Normally I'm not too fond of glass panes when I'm building underwater, but I guess that goes to my style of building. But every now and then I'll go to it. Like when I'm building a dome, like there, I usually stick with the glass blocks. But I guess since I'm getting tight on glass, I've switched over to the glass panes. Yeah, to be honest, they work out though. Later on, like when I fill the sides here with water, I'll probably swap these out, with glass blocks. But if I do that, then I'd have to switch all of this out. And bam. We now have a glass pane again. The miracle of Silk Touch. And run, run, swim, swim. If you're wondering how I'm moving so quick underwater, it is Sea Strider. Although, again, I must thank Mojang for this update, because without it, I would not be able to sprint or walk as fast as I normally would on land. This here is Sea Strider. Or, I'm sorry, Depth Strider. 3 is the best. 3 is the highest you can get. Which, not a big deal. I mean, even Depth Strider 1 is leaps and bounds compared to the crawling you've got to do underwater. Which, while I wouldn't take Depth Strider 1, I wouldn't settle for anything less than 3. It's so worth it. Especially if you're going to raid a water temple. Because water temples, you're constantly getting chased down by them stupid tadpole things. Mutated tadpoles. Yeah, we'll call them mutated tadpoles. That's what they look like. Like, if we had a nuclear holocaust, that's what tadpoles would look like. Most definitely. There we go. And I conquered glass. Just like that. Glass. I am the master of glass, and it will never conquer me. Never. People keep joining and leaving. But they're like, man, this is boring. Well, I gotta admit, watching someone build on Minecraft isn't very fun. But I am doing this in hopes that this gives inspiration. Inspiration for any builds that anyone might do underwater. Because building underwater is a pain. Especially when you gotta empty all this out. I know this dome over here. I know I ain't got enough sponges for that. But There is no challenge I am never going to kneel down before. I am the master. I cannot wait till this is done. It is gonna be wonderful. Grass all on the inside, with a giant jungle tree up here. And then it's gonna come all the way up to the top of the water. And there will be a massive ring up here, where people can actually come down and enter this whole city. Though I must admit it's only a quarter of the way done, but it will be fantastic. Though if you do have any ideas as to what I can do, feel free to post. I am always up for ideas. Always up for ideas. Let's see. Bam, bam. No. Never. So glad I got the silk touch. Otherwise, that would have been one glass lost. Boom. Okay, I gotta concentrate for this. I shall not be defeated. Oh, that's gonna look ugly. That is gonna look ugly. Oh yeah, that looks ugly. I don't like it. Snap. Okay. Ooh, shh. It's a secret. No one needs to know. Really? It is crazy. If you do build underwater, though, make sure you have plenty of water potions. Water potions will definitely be your best friend, because it'll give you the ability to see underwater. And if you strengthen them, you'll have at least, well, I've used up quite a bit of it, but you'll have about 8 minutes. And always have sponges. Sponges is another thing you'll need. You don't have to have them, but it makes building underwater a whole heck a lot easier. No? Okay. Let's see here. You know, something else is kind of funny. If you go on YouTube, you don't see a whole lot of videos of people that built underwater. Although I did see this one. It was actually pretty awesome. Though he had the help of a lot of people. Let's see. Like, I think he had like a massive dome over there. He had like several squares, like one on top of each other's. Oh, no problem. No problem. If you have any questions, just ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. Because I know building underwater can be a real pain. But yeah, you should definitely check YouTube. Like, the few videos that are up there, they are amazing. Like, they're way better than what I'm building. Mm. Eh. There we go. conquered, beaten. Luke, I am your father. Bam. Man, Darth Vader ain't got nothing on this. Well, except for his Death Star. And Kylo Ren, because he has Starkiller Base. So, I retract that. Eh. Oh, snap. Alright. Oh, snap. Okay. Over there. I did not think this through. Lol. Or maybe I did. So, thanks to blind thanks to blind luck, I'm going to live. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potions, and I've used 7. Used 7 of them. Oh, I'm addicted to water potion. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna need an intervention after I drink all this. A massive intervention after drinking all that. Like, if this was Fallout 4, I'd need some Addictol. That or a doctor. And we're out of here. Alright. Depth Strider. Away. If this was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I don't know how that car would fly underwater. If you don't know what that movie is, it is a classic. Back when musical movies were all the rage. Although I'm not that old. I am not ancient. Yet. But I will be one day. Here we go. Mm, mm. Wouldn't it be crazy if you could do all this in 60 seconds? Oh my gosh, that would make me a legend. I'd make anyone a legend. Although that would bring in some serious questions. Be like, sir, what mods did you use? And they'd say, sir, this was all skill. All skill. Be like, some serious hacking. Much like those guys on GTA. Love GTA. Let's see. Bam. I know, right? You play GTA? Let's see. Alright, well, this will conclude my very first YouTube video on the underwater city entrance. and I will probably be on tomorrow or next week. Later, guys.